Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to give you a quick update on my Mavic Mini. Now if you haven't seen my We Have a Problem video, I'll put a link up here if you want to check that out for some context. But anyhow, let's get going. Before I dive into it, I want to mention a couple of things. First, despite the issue, I still love my Mavic Mini and I think it's a great little drone. Problems on new devices are not unusual. Second, the whole reason I made and shared that video in the first place was to give people a heads up in the hopes that it would prevent serious crashes or even lost drones. Reading through the comments, many people experienced the same issue as I did and some were not so lucky. But thanks to everyone for sharing your stories and suggestions. After my Mini skipped off the ground, I logged a support ticket with DJI and then I just started testing like crazy. I flew indoors, outdoors, with the prop guards, without the prop guards, all while keeping track of which batteries I was using. I pulled every single flight log off my phone and I uploaded them to airdata.com so I could analyze them. The max power level reached error shows up in the logs as not enough force/ESC error. And looking at the logs, I noticed that that error message appeared on my very first Mavic Mini flight, which was indoors with the prop guards installed. So the problem was present from day one with a brand new Mavic Mini. Everything changed when I read one particular viewer comment. They had the same issue as I did, but fixed it by replacing all 8 propellers. So I replaced all 8 propellers and my first indoor flight with prop guards installed, no errors. I tried all 3 batteries with the new propellers and again, no errors. And that was a really encouraging sign because before I changed the propellers, I would get the errors 100% of the time flying indoors with the prop guards installed. Just to make sure it was not a fluke, I put the old propellers back on and did some more testing. Interestingly, I was getting fewer errors, but the problem was still there. I put the new propellers back on, did some more indoor and outdoor flights, and once again, no errors. It dawned on me a bit too late, however, that I changed 2 variables at once. When I removed the old propellers, I marked each one of them with a red dot, but I didn't note their locations. When I put them back on, there was no guarantee that the same pairs were together or they were on the same motors. Looking at DJI's guide for propellers, it is very specific. Use 2 propellers from the same package. Do not mix with propellers from other packages. There was a definite pattern though. New propellers, no problems. Original propellers, I was getting the error messages. So after multiple propeller swaps, battery swaps, indoor flights, outdoor flights, taking all that data, putting it on airdata.com and analyzing it, 2 things were evident. No error messages on new propellers flying indoors with the prop guards, and no error messages on new propellers flying outdoors. Now, let me just say, when I was flying outdoors with the new propellers, I was trying really hard to make this error happen. Much of the time while I was flying, I was pushing full throttle forward or reverse on one joystick and pushing up with the other. And as much as I tried, I could not get this error to happen. So what do I think? Well, definitely changing out all 8 propellers for new ones has eliminated the problem for me, but that may not be the answer for everyone. It does look promising, but I would like to see some kind of notice from DJI before I'd be willing to call this a solution. If you're experiencing the issue and you have a set of spare propellers, it may be worth a try. But just make sure that you swap them out in accordance with the instructions in the user manual and be cautious. Just because this worked for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Oh yeah, and you probably noticed I got a bandage on my finger. It's not propeller related. That was a bagel cutting incident the other day. Well, that's it for this one, guys. I hope this video was helpful and please share your experiences in the comments below. And as always, thanks so much for watching. Safe flying and yeah, I will see you in the next one.